Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize for you, Sonny Vegan. Tom Burack, he could not be here this evening. The governor, he asked him to go up to the big house with the big gold top up there, something about look at the bills. So he asked me, his ami, his friend Jean-Baptiste, to come and spoke with you this evening. I hope that's okay, huh? You know, Sonny Vegan, one time Tom Burack, he is to my cabin, he see the big moose head that's all stuff on the wall, just like that one there. Well, he look at that big moose, he say, Baptiste, where you shoot the moose? I say, Sonny Vegan, I don't shoot the moose. He said, you're going to tell me you get it with a jackknife, huh? I say, no. He say, okay, you tell me how you get the moose, huh? I say, okay, that's a long story. You know, I like to catch the fish. Well, Sonny Vegan, that's a beautiful morning. I think I go out, I take the rod, the tackle box, I go down the road to the pond, I put the bait on the hook, I start to fish. Oh, that's a beautiful day. The bird was singing the tree, the wind was blowing down my shirt collar. I think there's no one in the world, just Baptiste. Well, Sonny Vegan, just then I hear a loud crack in the brush. I turn, I look back, that's the bull moose. He's come straight out of the forest, straight at moi. He's got the ear laid back, the smoke has come out of the nose, the flame come out of the mouth. Oh, Sonny Vegan, I am, how you say, in a pickle. There's no tree to climb. I don't know how to swim. There's nothing to throw. Well, Sonny Vegan, I look down at the tackle box for the biggest thing I got. That's the bottle of the iodine. You know that stuff, huh? It's the stuff you put on the cut. Oh, it stings like a fury. Well, Sonny Vegan, I take it, I pull it back like that. I think that must be that scaredy moose. Well, Sonny Vegan, he stop, he turn, he run back to the wood. But I'm so scared, I throw the thing anyway. Oh, Sonny Vegan, I'm a pretty good shot, huh? How you say I get the exactement, the bullseye, directement sur la derrière. Oh, that poor moose, he's in tough shape. That's the iodine that sting like a fury. The first tree he come to, he back, he start to rub. Well, Sonny Vegan, I turn, I go back to my faire la pêche. The moose, he go off into the wood, and then I stop, I think for a moment. Sonny Vegan, that guy's in tough shape. I better follow him, see how he make out. Well, I follow him about 2 miles into the wood. Every time he come to a tree, he back, he rub like a fury. Well, Sonny Vegan, by the time I catch up to him, all that's left is the head and the neck. I bring it home and mount him on the wall. Yes, my name is Tom Burack, and it's a great pleasure to be here to talk a little bit about a wonderful program that since 2001 has awarded nearly $4 million to support programs in 90 schools, organizations, and communities. The Wellborn Ecology Fund has done all of this and more. We now have third graders who learn tracking and wildlife inventory skills, maybe even how to count moose. Middle schoolers use satellite-based technology to map their town forest and help the Conservation Commission update its management plan. Landowners learn how to manage forests for bird habitat and rare species. And anyone can read The Outside Story, a weekly article series covering everything from invasive plants to salmon to the ingenious reproductive strategies of black flies. If you want to know the answer, you have to go to the archive and read the story. These programs do make a difference. A 10-year research study shows that they energize teachers, they transform school culture, and they help students become active citizens and environmental stewards. And perhaps I am in some way a living proof of the value of these kinds of programs and these kinds of investments. As a youngster growing up in the White Mountains, I spent hours hiking and skiing in the woods, and I had an opportunity to attend a summer youth conservation camp. I went on to become the president of the Dartmouth Outing Club, to start an environmental program, to practice environmental law, to help form the vision for what became the Land and Community Heritage Investment Program, otherwise known as LCHIP. And now I'm privileged to serve as Commissioner of the state's Department of Environmental Services. Well, Sonny begun, I think maybe we have to say a big thank to Marguerite Wellborn. Allie? Oui? She understands how important it is to get les enfants out into the wood, to teach them about the little bugs, how to get their hands dirty in the dirt there, and maybe to hear the birds sing in the tree. They do that, I think maybe they remember to keep New Hampshire the place of clean water, the place of clean air, and maybe even the place for plenty of the moose.